Oh, we travelled through the night, so I haven't slept in like 2 days. Meets with Khalid and Jahira. Let's check out the journal. Quests. They wish me to travel to Nashgal. Safe at last at the friendly arm inn. My next step should be to find and introduce myself to Khalid and Jahira, friends of Gorion. They can give me advice as to what to do next. Hello.
I should have joined the army.
Welcome to the friendly arm. I trust you know the rules of conduct within. No, but from the looks of you, they must be on the dreadfully boring side. Certainly, common sense rules the day within the friendly arm. Good then. Enjoy your stay. Hope you're not going to be boring, Siler. Imoen, I don't want to cause trouble. Hello? Oh, you're just a guard.
Hi, friend.
Hello? Hi, friend. I've not seen you here before today. What brings you to the friendly arm? I'm here to meet some friends. Oh, you must be whom I am to meet then. I will take you to your friends, but first I must be sure you are the correct person. Is your name Siler? Sorry, but no, I don't think you're the person I'm supposed to meet. Really? I would beg to differ. You fit the description, so I think it would be safe to assume you are the one I seek. Don't move. I have something for you. And then another assassination attempt. Another assassination attempt. Another stranger tried to kill me today, this time at the friendly arm. Who keeps sending these assassins? Well, let's deal with him before we ask that question. I kind of wish I hadn't wasted a spell on that bloody gibbling now. Ah, never mind, he's almost dead. Especially with the guards coming in to help. He attacks very slowly. What has he done? Tarnish died, but he cast fear on Imoen, Monteron and me. Well, we'll get over it. See, this is... I mentioned before that fear is really devastating. It just cripples you, splits your party up. It's terrible.
Never light the sunlight. It's just too bright. If I must.
Let's move into the shade then, Tsar. And this is why a remove fear spell is really useful. And we're better. Right, let's loot the body. He has got quite a bit on him. 58 gold, another scroll, quarterstaff, I'll give that to Tsar, and 3 spells, which I will also give to Tsar. Letter, bounty notice. Be it known to all those of evil intent that a bounty has been placed upon the head of Siler, the foster child of Gorion. Last seen in the area of Candlekeep, this person is to be killed in quick order. 200 coins of gold. Do not reveal these to the forces of the law. Copy that note. Wow, Tarnish's spellbook is pretty neat. I think I can learn some of this stuff. Look, here's something... Hey, think I can turn you into a frog? Hold on, let me try. Manos potentis pa! Whoa, hold on, Imoen. You're no wizard. You shouldn't be fooling around with that. I don't want you to hurt yourself. Don't worry about me, I was only kidding. Those spells or whatever, the things in the back, they look kind of important. I wouldn't mess with those. These little old ones in the front, bet you even I could learn some of them. I'm going to try anyway. Well, I suppose it'll be alright. Just be careful, okay? Hey, I told you, don't worry about me. I'm no dummy. I know what I'm doing. I'll be slinging spells in no time. Haha. I wonder if that's a reference to her very, very commonly being multi-classed into a wizard, a mage.
Of course.
Hey, friend.
Oh.
Good to meet a fine sod such as yourself.
I can't stand the way the roads are cut off these days. Me uncle's in Baldur's Gate and me mum's a muggle. What? And I can't get there to see him. How come the roads are cut off? Where have you been these few months? The roads are crawling with brigands and bandits after every old scrap of iron you got on you. Surely you must have fled some on your trip here. Unless you come by the West Road, that is. Why is the West Road still open? If there's ever a book shortage, that road to Candlekeep will be the most dangerous of them all, I assure you. But those folks are after metal, so they're sticking mainly to the larger trade routes between Baldur's Gate and Arm. And guess what? This here inn is smack dab in the middle of it all. Well, he was obviously drunk. Here we are, travelling the good road. Some grand adventure we're having, huh? Not exactly what we used to dream about, but still, kinda exciting, I guess. I'd rather be out here going places and doing things than be stuck in Candlekeep, cleaning out stables and turning down beds. I don't know. I would have been happy in Candlekeep, I think. I'd rather have some peace and security right now rather than all this hardship. I guess so. You worry too much, you old fiddle-faddle. As for me, I plan to have some fun. Wonder if they'll make a tale of our adventures. Just think, one day folks will be in a common room of some inn, maybe even the Candlekeep Inn, and ask a bard to tell them the tale of Immo and the Quick and her trusty sidekick Siler. Sidekick? Oh, okay, we'll be partners, I suppose. What do you think? Immo and the Quick sounds good to you? Quick with the blade and wit. All the best heroes and heroines have handles. Maybe Immo and the Terrible. Nah, too dark. Immo and the Bold? Immo and the Sly? Immo and the Magnificent? Hey, that sounds pretty good. How about Immo and the... Shush you, I'm thinking. Where was I? I'm still kind of like Immo and the Quick. Wonder if that's taken already. Who's this? He looks different. Dawn.
It's about time. Bring me another flagon of ale.
I think you've mistaken me for someone else.
Then why do you bother me? Be gone.
Sure. A brooding half-orc. He's one of the Enhanced Edition companions. And here we have Khalid and Jahira.
Calm yourself, dear. We must proceed carefully.
Something about you is familiar, child. Your manner reminds me of a sage I know by the name of Gorion. It is almost a slight on him, but I see it too. Jahira, mind your manners. This must be the child that Gorion wrote of so often. We are old friends of your adopted father. He is not with you? I must assume the worst. He would not permit his only child to wander without his accompaniment. If he is passed, we share your loss. Gorion often said he worried for your safety, even at the expense of his own. He also wished that Khalid and I would become your guardians, if he should ever meet an untimely end. However, you are much older now, and the choice of your companions should be your own. We could travel with you until you get settled, help you find your lot in life. It would be a fitting last service to Gorion, though we should first go to Nashkel. Khalid and I look into local concerns, and there are rumours of strange things happening in the mines. No doubt you have heard of the iron shortage? You would do well to help us. It affects everyone, including you. We are to meet the mayor of the town, Baron Gaskill. Isn't it great, Siler? We made it through the forest full of gibblings and wolves, and now we're meeting real adventurers. Things are looking up. Hey, Auntie Jahira, I'm Imoen, a friend of Siler's. Actually more like a guardian than a friend, you know, looking after him and all that. Adventurers generally do not call each other Auntie. Imoen, was it? But enough distractions. Gorion had mentioned you in his correspondence, praising your fast friendship with his ward. You are welcome to come along. I'm already going to Nashkel. My current companions wish to visit there as well. Indeed? Interesting. In that case, I think we should definitely travel as one. You can never be too careful about the dangers of the open road, wherever they may spring from. Yeah, Uncle Khalid and Auntie Jahira are coming with us. This is going to be a great adventure after all. I love all this extra Imoen writing. This is all new to me, and I love it. Right. Oh, a deal like this is not going to last forever. It's probably him talking, isn't it? Sam. So, Jahira, the fighter druid. Quarterstaff, leather armor, and Khalid the fighter with splint mail, and what's that? A longsword, and a healing potion. So, let's have a look at biographies. Very high constitution on Jahira, and high constitution on Khalid as well, but virtually no bloody charisma. When asked about her past, Jahira glares as she speaks. She says she was born in the Tethir region to a loyalist of the King Alamander regime, unfortunately during the Tethirian Civil War. Her family were among the nobles targeted by the angry mobs of peasants, and she was only spared because a servant girl took her from the castle before it fell. They fled into the forest of Tethir and stumbled across an enclave of druids willing to take the child. Jaheira grew up a very headstrong girl, believing that the only way to protect nature was to have an active role in the world. She seems to have little in common with Khalid, but though her manner is often confrontational, she apparently cares deeply for him. Her admiration of Gorion is obvious, and she plainly states that whomever was responsible for his death will suffer an equal fate. When asked about his past, Khalid nervously reveals he was born and raised in the nation of Kalimshan. He does not say much of his parents, but you get the feeling that his merchant father thought little of him, devoting much more attention to Khalid's half-brothers. Khalid thus threw himself into his martial pursuits, studying under the members of the city militia. He doesn't go into detail on how he met Jaheira, but his adoration of her is obvious. When asked about how he knew Gorion, he would only say that they had long been friends, and that many shared acquaintances will mourn his loss with harp song. That's sweet. So, I guess I'm going to Nashkel. They both want to go to Nashkel, so I'll explore the inn and then set off. Quick little note, this is a separate recording. Hopefully I fixed the flickering issue. I did a little test, I couldn't see it. Apologies if it's still there, it survived my first attempt to eradicate it, but hopefully it has not survived this one. Right, carrying on. So, I need to explore the inn. There's also Bentley Mirrorshade to speak to. Are we all the same level? She's level... Does that mean she's technically level 2? I don't actually know. I'm not sure how that works. I can't remember. Anyway, I'll just have a quick chat with Bentley. Hello.
It's been dreadful slow business lately.
None too many travellers have come through lately. What with the supposed troubles down south. What can I do for you? What do you have to sell? Oh, yes, I will sell off the things that I will not be using. So the girdle I don't need. I'll keep hold of the letter. Spare short bow. I'll buy 3 more lots of arrows for Imoen. Bentley's buckler. A rectangle of mammoth hide forms the small shield. No amount of cleansing can purify the pong of decay from this poorly tanned device, yet somehow the malodorous shield fortifies its wielder. Oh wow, +1 constitution, that's pretty good. No protection against missile or piercing. It is currently... Oh, Bentley told us there's some sort of trouble in the south. Perhaps we should go to Nashkel. Oh, I had no idea I was supposed to go to Nashkel. It's currently 9 AM. Alright, so they stack up to 80. They only used to stack up to 20, so I'd always have like 20, 20, 20, and then like fill half my inventory with arrows. Alright, I will have a little scout around. Anyone, Nessie?
I hope our establishment's to your liking.
Welcome to the Friendly Arm Inn. Looks like you had a rough journey. Yeah, the roads were crazy. Who are you, anyway? My name is Nessie. The Mirrorshades hired me to work at the inn almost 5 years ago, and now I wouldn't leave it for the life of me. It's wonderful here, with new faces passing through every day. Who are the Mirrorshades? Ah, Bentley and Galana. They run the place. Bentley's behind the bar there, and you can usually find Galana in the temple. I'm usually here waiting tables and making sure everything stays nice and clean. Okay. Anything in the back here? The cook?
Yes?
Hey, you stays out of my kitchen, you'll mess up my art. Someday I's gonna cook for the Duke himself. Bet you there's less fistfights in the palace, so you can enjoy a meal from start to finish. Oh yes, there's this button that you can press to highlight every interactable object and name every person, so you don't have to like scan over them looking for different people. So I didn't speak to Sam over here.
Yes, a tab. Another ale, young miss. I'll be sure to have your funds ready.
Hello there. I find myself in need of coin. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Sam, a bard of no small ability. Could I interest you in commissioning some of my work? That depends. Exactly what services do you offer? Well, I can spread the word of your accomplishments, perhaps in a different light. For For a small amount of coin, I can sing your praises to the countryside in a way that makes you appear more powerful, more intimidating, perhaps more worthy of fear. Oh yeah, I know what this guy is. Your coin would be better spent learning news of our foes. Balance demands that I can say either yea or nay, but gold demands spending. Do with it what you will. I don't know, Sila. It seems easy, and I've never trusted anything that was easy. What sort of poems are we discussing? Odd, but fame is rarely beneficial in my line of work. I would soon keep it on the hush.
Mummy always told me it paid to make friends in the right places.
Wow, they all have something to say. Wow, Siler, we could be famous without ever leaving home. Just think of what old Puffgus would say if he could hear about Imoen the Great and her bold party of intrepid adventurers. It is an attractive offer, though it might be nicer to find someone to spread words about our good deeds instead. I've already forgotten his voice. Why would I pay someone to malign me? Not everyone wishes to do business with someone who's quite so honest. It is true that we have strayed far from the balance. Perhaps some misinformation would provide a counterbalance to our actions. No thank you. Well, I'm here. That is one of the mods I added. Or part of one of the mods. It adds, like, because reputation, you have a party reputation, which I probably scrolled past. There it is, average. So it's 12. I think it starts off at 10, and it goes up if you do good things up to 20, I think, and then down to 0, with 10 being the sort of the average, the normal. And the idea is you do good things, you go higher up, good characters like you more. You do bad things, you get caught stealing, you kill people unnecessarily, that kind of thing. It goes down to the evil end. And people, like bad people, start paying notice and other things. So the reason that this is in the game, this bard, is because there is already a way to increase your reputation by paying money. You can go to a temple and donate, and that just you just spend money, and it increases your reputation. Only like one at a time, but the point is it's a way. Whereas this one, this is a way for evil parties to decrease their reputation if they want to.
What?
Right, let's go exploring. Sherman?
I don't want to seem confrontational, but
Oh.
Could you be a little less, evil?
Oh, speak no more, lest ye gorge my sweet tooth.
They don't get along very well.
Hey, get out of me way, you crummy loghead.
Hey now, just because I cannot buy the pricey sweets, don't mean you can just waltz in here whenever you want. My apologies, I'll leave you in peace. As well you should, I works hard to pay for this rooms. So I assume that's like one of the cheaper room things. You share a big room, whereas this one is not that. Unshay.
You cannot get better than the stability stone walls provide.
Have you heard? There's a rogue ogre with a belt fetish to the south of the Friendly Arm Inn. I had to bargain my new girdle a piercing for my life out there. Wasn't even interested in my autographed copy of my book. If you can get that belt back, I'll be mighty grateful. Dwarven cleric by the name of Unshay, a rogue ogre with a belt fetish. So that's something to hunt down if I see an ogre, although I think ogres are a little bit out of my range right now. Alright, next floor. Nobleman.
No time to chit-chat.
About time you showed. Here, I need these tunics cleaned and pressed by this eve, and be extra careful with the gold pantaloons. It took 15 women and a small boy from Kalishan 12 days and 4 nights to weave them, so beware on the seams. Well, get going. Much as I have always dreamed of owning golden pantaloons, I must confess that I'm not the cleaner you were expecting. Not the cleaner? Not the cleaner? Oh, well, my mistake. I thank you for your honesty. I thank you for not stealing the pantaloons, and I will thank you not to mention the padding in the codpiece. Look, my wife is a very demanding woman. Good day. Not sure what that means. No one else on this floor except Landrin.
A pleasure it is to meet you.
Hey, I've got a teeny bit of a spider infestation happening in my cellar in Beregost. I was on my way to the gate to get some poison, but this would be a lot easier on my legs, to be honest. You'll know the house when you see it. It's right to the west of the jovial Juggler Inn. Bring back their bodies to prove you've done the job, and I'll give you 100 gold pieces. If you could, please bring my husband's old boots and my old bottle of wine back as well, and I'll throw in something extra. Spiders. Okay. A gnome with a friendly arm. Right, let's have a look. We have got Rogue Ogre, or a Roger, which is also what I call my rat ogres for my Skaven. According to a dwarven cleric, a rogue ogre with a belt fetish make a name for himself, claims to be an author. Oh, that might get me back into Candlekeep. And Landrin. Fled her home due to a spider infestation. She informs me I'd rather not have them in my pack, but she wants to see the bodies of the spiders before I'm to receive any payment. Old boots and bottle of wine. Let's go to the Temple of Wisdom, because I'm trying to put off going to bed as long as possible. And also in the game.
You are welcome here in Glittergold's sight.
For a bit of respectful coin, we can cure what ails ye if you need.
What sort of cures do you have available? See, here you can just pay money and it increases your reputation. Oh! I can identify my Goidel. Actually, I will just tidy up some inventories a bit. The spells I have here are Armor, which is, it's just magical armor. And you see you can write the magic as well, but there's a chance it fails. Burning Hands basically shoots fire. Magic Missile never misses. Larlock's Minor Drain, that's the one he's already got. And Chill Touch, that's also the one he's already got. What is his proficiency anyway? Dagger. Okay, so he shouldn't have the Quarterstaff. What about him? Short Sword and Sling. Short Sword and Short Bow. Quarterstaff, Sling and Club. What is she currently wielding? I can't remember. That one? Quarterstaff. Okay, well she's got the Quarterstaff. Club is better. Long Sword, Axe and Long Bow. Come back. I want you to identify something. How much to identify this belt?
That'll be 100 gold.
Fine. Trimmed in the fur of a polar bear, this sturdy belt is tooled with images of blue moons and white ice flows. The wearer is immune to all cold-based effects and suffers double fire damage. Oof, that's not as good. I think fire is a lot more common than cold. All right, well, I'm not gonna wear that, but I'm not gonna sell it because it was Gorion's.
I know dragons with feet like rabbits. 'Tis true, I swear.
I think we should all go for a little lie down.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Oh, that line.
Of course.
You must gather your party before venturing forth. I've heard that line so many times. Let's get some more arrows for Imoen. Yeah, that should be enough because that gives me 2 stacks essentially. The club does 1d6 crushing damage, whereas the quarterstaff does 1d6 crushing damage. In that case, I definitely need a club for Jaheira because it is the same damage, but higher proficiency. So proficiency is +2 compared to that one, which is nothing. So that does 1 to 6. That does 3 to 8. This is really handy because I'm fairly sure this wasn't a thing in the previous one. It just had the AC. I don't think it had any of this stuff. Maybe it had the Thack? I vaguely remember the Thack. Also, she came with a potion of invisibility. I will give that to Imoen because she's more likely to use it. But now, let's get a little bit of a rest. Yeah, just a peasant room should do.
Child, found anything of interest in our collective pocket as yet?
No, just lint and crumbs. Why, you're holding something back?
I am not. Just the poor tools of my trade as you have those of yours.
Mm-hmm. A surgical knife and gloves, parchment, quills, ink, a ball of gut string, 4 empty ceramic vials and 2 steel vials that feel empty. But those are... What are those stoppered with anyway? It isn't cork, feels more like some sort of tar.
You have been curious. These are non-reactive plugs made by specialists back at... of my acquaintance. One never knows when one might need to preserve specimen.
Specimen? Of what?
One never knows. Why, just the other day I espied what I took for a specimen of true happiness. Alas, It fled before I could make certain of it. Bet that happens to you a lot. All things come to those who aspire and wait. Wait for someone to finish the drudge work. Damn their idle bones. Why can't they do their work and let me get on with mine? Maybe I haven't waited long enough yet. Probably not. Would you like a jelly drop, Imoen? Do you have any? I had some once upon a time and should like another. Please keep that in mind should you run across any What a weird fellow.